Hello, Mariners supporters. I hope everyone's doing well. I said I'd be back, didn't I? And I'm back with the next League Two preview between Grimsby Town and Notts County. This is a big game for Grimsby Town. We've got to somehow get back on the horse, back in some kind of rhythm after the embarrassment of the 6-1 defeat to Walsall last time out. It was about 11 days ago now, because obviously we've had the week off with Wimbledon being in the FA Cup last weekend. Obviously within that time we've had that tragedy as well for the young player Cameron Walsh, but hopefully we can end the week on a high, all being well, as we host the Magpies of Meadow Lane, as they say, and obviously Notts County, since they last played, have had a little bit of a disruption with Luke Williams leaving the club to take over at Swansea City. So, Notts County could be unsettled by that, who knows? And we'll crack on straight with the stats. Like I said, I do use soccerpunter.com for my stats and information about the upcoming game. And as we'll start with, basically, if we look at the head-to-head summary, Grimsby actually have the upper hand. They've won 42, nearly 43% of the time that these two have played, so much so that reached to about, out of the last 21 matches played, Grimsby Town have won 9 times to Notts County 7, with 5 draws in all that. The aggregate score in the last 21 matches is 29 goals to Grimsby to 21 to Notts County. So it's one of those games you always feel like there's goals in them. 1.38 goals per game for Grimsby and 1 goal per game on average for Notts County. So it's really is a game you expect goals in. I'm going to take you through the last 5 times that Grimsby and Notts County have played, and obviously the last 4 times, not last 5 times, the last 4 times that the clubs have played, and oh boy, do I remember each of these. We'll go back right to October 30th of 2021, and what a disappointment this was, as the Mariners went down in the National League 1-0 to a last minute, well really it was a smash and grab, wasn't it, when Ruben Rodriguez got the Notts County goal to give them a last minute win at Blundell Park. And then in February, Grimsby we'd just been coming off a horrid run. From October till about then, we were on a horrid run. Highlighted in the Old Town Are We film documentary, which I will talk about in a video coming up. That's for sure. Because I did go and see that, and that's why I thought I'd bring these up, because in the February of 2022, Grimsby ended that horrid run we were on with a 2-1 posted last minute winner ourselves. Misha Fete got the goal to get the winner at Meadow Lane. Ryan Taylor got the first of those 2 goals. But what a win that was, to go to Notts County, who'd been in fine form at the time. And it was a great win for Grimsby, that. And then obviously the playoff eliminator that we played at Meadow Lane in May, the 23rd of May. And, well, all I can say is Gav Holohan got the 96th minute equaliser, and Maidstro threw himself at it and ended up getting us past Notts County and Meadow Lane. Ended 2-1 overall, 1-1 after full time, but outstanding scenes. I wasn't at Meadow Lane that night due to me having a performance that evening, but I did watch the game on TV afterwards, and then it took another year before we actually played Notts County again, which was at the beginning of this season. In fact, it was the second game of the season, and it was a cracking game, to be fair. Notts County coming away with the win in the end, but Grimsby were 2-1 up at half time, and to end up losing it by 3-2. To be fair, Jody Jones for Notts County absolutely he ran the show that day, to be totally honest. He was the best player on the pitch, and the Magpies came away with a 3-2 win at home. But we were more than in it. You know, Danny Rose scoring one of our goals that day. To me, this game screams goals. You know, and listening to David Artell in his pre-match press conference, he is basically expecting 2 or 3 back. He hasn't sort of said who, but he's expecting 2 or 3 back, and you know, he doesn't think there's any real. We haven't lost anybody else since. So, but obviously it's been a hard week for the club, so we'll have to see mentally where the lads are on the day. But obviously the lads are going to have to be switched on, because even though Notts County have lost Luke Williams, they're still in a very, very good place, and but they're not having the best of form away from home. So, you know, and we need a response from the Walsall embarrassment, which truly was an embarrassment. If we look on to a few more stats as well, if you are a betting person, Grimsby Town are 17-10 with a bookie to win. Notts County is 7-5. The draw is 11-4. But if we look down at like I said, the form, 3 defeats out of 5 for both teams really. Grimsby with 1 win and a draw. Notts County have won 2 games in the middle of that. Danny Rose is the top goal scorer for Grimsby. Macaulay Langstaff obviously is the man of the moment for Notts County. Really has been banging the goals in since he joined them from Gateshead a couple of years ago. And John Bostock is the top assist maker for Notts County. And like I said, these games are very very tough, to be honest with you. Very, very tough. And the biggest victory for both teams, Grimsby have had a 3-0 victory. Notts County have had a 5-0 victory. The biggest defeats for either side. Notts County came on the opening day when they lost to Sutton by 5-1. Ours came 10 days ago when we lost to Walsall 6-1, which I said should never happen in your home ground. It is an absolute embarrassment, and we need to give an improved performance, and the players owe us that. Obviously a difficult week this week, but they owe us a better performance than what we received last time. If we look at the league table as it is at the moment, Notts County are 6th, lying in the playoff places, played 26 games. They have 42 points, winning 13 of their games, losing 10 and drawing 3. Grimsby are down in 20th place, 5th bottom in fact, on 27 points, 26 games played, winning 6, drawing 9 and losing 11. Scoring 35, conceding 44. Notts County are the highest goal scorers in the league this season with 55, but their defence is actually one of the worst in the division, conceding 47. And that is something that I think we have to kind of try and exploit, is the fact that Notts County, as well as us really, don't keep clean sheets. So there could be loads of goals to go in here. And I'm expecting a pretty good football match, as is David Artell. I think even though they have lost Luke Williams, I don't think the philosophy will change all that much for Notts County. Why change too much when it's worked for them so far? David Artell is confident that his style of play will start to work. We hope so. But I've said this on many occasions since the Walsall game. It showed us the good side of David Artell's style of football, but also the downfalls of maybe David's style of football. And obviously, I believe a need for a little bit of reinforcement. But Notts County will feel as though, will feel like they can score, and I actually feel like this could be a high-scoring game between two good footballing sides, and two sides really that can't keep a clean sheet. So, the score could be absolutely anything. Could absolutely be anything. And I think that, if you look at one thing I will give to David Artell, he tries to play football the right way. I sometimes think they try and overplay it. I think is Grimsby's problem. But, especially when you're coming up against a prudent attack like Notts County, obviously, Matt Dean did an interview with him, and, he said, obviously they have to be wary of Macaulay Langstaff, but they have got more threats than Macaulay Langstaff in the team. So I agree with both sentiments that Macaulay Langstaff is the man to stop, but you've also got to stop the people feeding Macaulay, and they've got Dan Crowley, they've got Jody Jones, they've got David McGoldrick, they've got a fantastic attack at Notts County. So, we're going to have to be on our game and on our mettle for this. And but so are Notts County, because they know that they haven't really kept many clean sheets this season. They, losing 10 games from 26, they've lost actually only one less game than we have. It's just that they've obviously had far more successes over the season. Do I think Grimsby are in trouble? Yes and no is my honest answer. Yes, because league position doesn't lie. We're definitely over halfway now, and we are 5th bottom of the division. And like I said, at this point, the table doesn't lie. We could move up a place if we were to beat Notts County, but I think it'll be. I think we'll be okay. I'm fairly confident we'll be okay. But at the minute it's touch and go. And I can understand people being panicked, but I do believe there are weaker teams behind us than us. So I think that may just save us, but we can't have a performance like we did last time out. In regards to incomings, I have already put a possibility of the first signing being close, a young lad from Hull. But in David Artell's pre-match, there could be a couple that may not be too far away. Obviously, no word on who. Obviously, if you wanted to check out my preview about the first signing that could be close, I think there's something in that. So we'll see what comes of that. But he says there will be announcements in due course. I think he's got a few plates spinning, I think, David Artell. So he's probably fairly confident of getting a couple of bodies in. There may be a couple of outgoings as well. He was a bit coy on that. Just said not at the moment. But I don't think we can rule out outgoings either. So, but I do feel like there could be some incomings in the next couple of weeks or so. And possibly the one I spoke about in the previous video, could it be him? Because he said it's possible we could have one in before the weekend. We'll wait and see what happens on that one. So now, I suppose people will be wondering while I'm waffling on, my score prediction. 6-6. No, but I do see some. I don't think it'll be 6-6. Wouldn't it be funny if we had like a Burnley scoreline like we had in the early 2000s? Superb. But I don't think either side can defend in regards to clean sheets. But both sides can score, to be fair. Although Notts County have scored 20 goals more than Grimsby. But we've actually scored more goals than we've played in games. So, with 35. So, there could be goals in this. I'm going to go for 3-2 again. But 3-2 for Grimsby on this occasion. I'd love to get them back with the same scoreline they beat us with, eh? And, it's going to be a good game of football. And I think after the week the club has had, I think we'd love to celebrate Cameron and everything that's happened this week in that regard. I think we'd love to celebrate it with a win and get the ground bouncing again. And get right behind the boys for this game. It's a massive game for us, but also for them, because they're not in the best of form at the moment, and losing their manager to a higher team could affect Notts County, but you never know. So I mean, I'm going to say 3-2 to Grimsby at home, but I want a better performance than what definitely. Well, I don't think we can play any worse than we did in the second half against Walsall. That was appalling. That was abysmal. That should not happen again. And I think the lads will be motivated. And I think not only do they owe, which they do, they owe our supporters a performance. I've got a feeling we're going to get a victory. I'm saying 3-2. That's the preview done and dusted. Leave your comments down for me down below and around all social medias. And let me know what your score prediction is for this massive game between the Mariners and the Magpies. Do you think that Notts County are going to feel the pinch of losing Luke Williams? And any Notts County fans following me or watching me, what do you think the score is going to be? Do you think you guys can bounce back from that? But Mariners fans, do you think that we can get a result? I'm confident that we can. We've just got to try and defensively keep the back door as closed as we can. But what do you think the scoreline's going to be? Mariners supporters, I am going to be at Blundell Park on Saturday afternoon. I'll be braving the cold, I'm sure. If you do see me in at Blundell Park, do come and say hello. And obviously, we'll talk about, why not, the additions you guys think that Town need to bring in, and what you think the scoreline and all that good stuff is going to be, and all good things Grimsby Town. I'll be back with another video very, very soon. Like I said, I'm going to talk about the docu-movie, as I call it, that I saw recently. That's coming up in a video in the near future. But I'm going to leave the preview there. Let me know what you guys think down below will happen. And if I see you at Blundell Park, then, like I said, come and say hello, and we'll have a good chat, all things Mariners. Anyway, in the meantime, guys, I'm going to bid you adieu, and I will see most of you guys down at Blundell Park on Saturday, and any breaking transfer news or solid rumours that are let out for Grimsby Town, I'll be right on that. So hit that bell button, hit that subscribe button, leave your comments down below about what you think. All that good stuff will be coming on this channel. So let me know down below what you think, and I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now, guys. Ta-ta.